Welcome to FMYI, For My Innovation, built to help your team stay organized, communicate, and track what's important. This training video will show you how to find what you need, add to your site, and how to use reporting. A brilliant person on your team has created this site to empower you with what you need to succeed. But first, you need access to the site. Your site administrator is going to send you a personal email invitation to join. Just click the link. Then click the top box if you have used FMYI before, meaning you have your own username and password. Or click the middle box if this is your very first time using FMYI, and then you'll have the option to create your own username and password. Our customer success team will now take you through the details of using your site.
To log in, simply go to fmyi.com and click Sign In the top right corner. Type in your username and your password, remember your credentials, and then sign in. If you ever forget your username and password, just click on these links down here to get through the process so you can retrieve or reset that information. Use social sign-in so you don't have to remember another password. FMYI will never share your information on other social networks. So I'm going to click Sign In, and you will see a list of sites to which you have access. They are all separate from each other. In this case, we only have access to one site. In the top right corner, click on Settings to review your account information, such as your name, your time zone, your email address, and you can even change your password here if you need to. Click on My Sites again to get back to your list of sites. So I'm going to click Intranet Demo Site and be taken to the home page. I like to bookmark this page as a favorite on your desktop, so that you can easily get to it whenever you need to. And you can also do this on your mobile phone. On the home page, the top left navigation includes links to your shared calendar and tools, such as reports. Below that are a list of categories that organize your workspaces. These can be customized by your site admins. So I can click on projects and I can see the projects that have already been created on the site. And these are also the core of the FMYI site, the workspaces that you see here. I'm going to click on the content marketing article here, and you can see that each workspace on the site is a home for all of the information like messages, files, links, forms, events, and tasks about a particular resource, contact, or project. Back on the home page, in the middle is a dynamic dashboard for a high-level view of your information. For example, these are projects by status, and the drop-down lets you select another, such as workspaces by size. I can look at the medium ones. I can go back to the home page quickly over here, and your site admin also can customize these and add new ones for whatever your team needs to track, so they may be different in what you see here. Also on the home page are workspaces featured by your site admin to highlight important resources and information. For example, the HR Information Center. Your site admin can even feature links to external sites. You can scroll down on the home page to latest activity to see what's new on workspaces that you have access. So if you have permission, you can even comment to help someone out if you see something that you're interested in or involved with. And last but not least, the system has a powerful search to find what you need. It even reads the text inside of posted Word and PDF documents. Type any word in the search bar and click the magnifying glass or press enter on your keyboard. Here's a secret tip just for you. If you don't know the ending of a word, add an asterisk. In this case, I'm looking for a fundraiser. And the garden fundraiser shows up. Let's take a look at the workspace. The center has a description and shows the current status. Below that is a post box if you have permission to post. The latest activity feed shows a history of what's been added. Here you can see there are 9 posts. Notice a file contains a description, so you know exactly what's included. And everything has a time and date stamp, so there's no more guessing about who did what and when. The right column shows the contact info, and clicking on the Workspace Options expands to show who has access as well as other relevant information. Now that you can find what you're looking for, here's how you can contribute information. If there isn't yet a workspace for what you are working on, such as a new project, adding a workspace is very easy. Just click on the orange plus sign of the category where you want to add your workspace. Type in the name, and then fill in the search labels or relevant custom fields. You can always add or edit these later. On the left, you decide who should be a member of the workspace. And on the right, you decide if everyone else should have access or if it should be private. Then click Create Workspace. Note, if you have contact info, you can click to create workspace and add contact info. Add your contact's information like their name or their phone number and usually their email address. Everything is optional, and I'm going to click Add Contact Info. Congratulations, you've just created your first workspace. Only people who have access to the workspace on your site or a site admin will be able to view and interact here. In Workspace Options, you can view the membership info to change or remove team members by clicking Edit and then make them blank for no access. Or you can choose instead Read and Only or Read and Write if you're just making a change. Anyone you select on the left will have access and show up when you're posting on the page. For everyone else, select their access or make private. You can update status dropdowns from the top and add a quick note in the What's Up field. Make sure you click Save to apply it. Whenever you change something up here, it adds a time and date stamp note in the latest activity below for your records. The Postbox provides many ways to capture information and communicate to your team. You can post a message and optionally alert team members to keep them in the loop about a phone call you just had, an email you just sent, or an update of something that happened. So you can see here I can type in "talked to Bruce." And my team member, John, that I added as a member to the page shows up here as an option. You can also post files, like an Excel spreadsheet, Word document, PDF, or even a short video. You can also add a task. You just click Task and Review Report. And I give the task a due date. I can send a reminder email, maybe a day before, and I can assign it to the other member that I added to this project. Sending an alert is very handy, so people are aware that you added a task, and you click Add. Your site administrator may have added forms to the site for you to fill out. Simply click Form to the right side of the Postbox and fill in the information it asks for. We will explore more of these when we cover reports in the site. A site may have even had tasks with reminders to fill out the forms. If your site has one of these, like a weekly update form, when you fill out the form, you should notice that it checks off a task saying that it is complete. The last thing to show you is how to add to your calendar. The calendar is actually a view of all the events and appointments across all the workspaces on your site. You can add on the workspace or in the calendar. To add an event or an appointment from a workspace, simply click on Event in the Postbox and fill out the details. You can type in a note here. You can put a start and end date, of course, and even send a reminder email. The location is visible to other users on the site, regardless of whether they can see this project or not. Even if it's private, this allows you to type in something like downtown, so that if anyone sees your event in the calendar, they know how to schedule around it. I am also going to invite John to this event as an attendee, and I'm going to alert everybody. This is what allows people to push events forward to their calendar. We will go over that later. And there's the event. You can also add events from the calendar view, So I'm going to go up here to the calendar and click My Calendar. Then to add the event, you click Add Event on the right and fill in the same details as before. You'll notice that events are hyperlinked to the contact's workspace. So you can see here the event I added earlier, Meet with Bruce about new project. If I click on that, it takes me to Bruce's page in the site. This is his company. So there's no more scrambling around trying to figure out what events go with what clients in your site. It's all hyperlinked. What that means is when you add an event from the calendar right here, you type in the name of the event, it's going to want to know where to link it. So you just need to search for a workspace. You can just type in Bruce's, and then Bruce's ice cream shows up as an option. If you're adding an event on the go, and have not yet added a workspace for it, simply choose the option to add to a new workspace. So let's say this is for a different company and I have not added them to the site yet. You just type in their name and it will add a workspace and the event at the same time for you. You can push events forward to another calendar, like I mentioned earlier, such as iCal, your iPhone, and even Google Cal, by clicking Send an Alert to the attendees before you click Add Event. This allows you to either receive it as an ICS file, or if you subscribe to FMYI with your iCal or your phone, it'll automatically be added. To learn more about that, go to fmyi.com/calendar. To see another person on the team's schedule, I'm going to go back to calendar, and I'm going to click on the drop down to the right that currently says my calendar. I'm going to choose their name, and I'll be able to see when they are scheduled for meetings. And I can see these meetings because I am a part of those projects. I have been given access. If I do not have access, I will just see busy. If you select main calendar on the left, you will see the equivalent of a calendar that would be hanging up in the lobby of your office. These events are not necessarily attended by everyone, but they can be viewed by everyone who has permission. We offer many types of reports depending on what type of information you're looking for. Click on Tools to the left and then Reports to see your options. A site report is a straightforward export of all the workspaces in the site and their basic information into an Excel spreadsheet. Simply click Show Hide and check off the types of workspaces before then choosing whether you want custom fields and search labels included, and then clicking Generate Report. This doesn't include posted content, but you will see things like contact info and project status, which is great for prioritizing what needs to be done next. An activity report will show all the activity on your workspaces. You can choose to include everyone's activity or just yours. A form report allows you to export your form entries in a spreadsheet format. Simply choose the form to include, if there is more than one on the site, filter by date, and choose a category. Before then, you can include custom fields and then click Generate Report. So now you know how to use your FMYI site. Now get personal by adding a picture and utilizing your settings. You can add a picture to your profile so when you post, your photo shows up and makes the site easier to skim for your teammates. At the top where it says Welcome in your name, just click your name. Then click the image to add your photo. You can also put your contact info in on the right-hand side. Now, you will be receiving email alerts from the site, and it's very important, as I mentioned earlier, to make sure your email address is up to date. And you can do that easily by going up to Settings and then Email Options on the left. If there is a message here that says you need to verify your email, it will let you resend an email to yourself, and you just make sure it's correct. And you want to make sure that you have an email address assigned and the email frequency set to what you want. When the email alert appears in your email, it'll look something like this. It'll list that it came from FMYI, it came to me, and the subject line even tells you the name of the site and the name of the project or contact it's involving, so the workspace. It tells me who sent it to me. It lists the site and the workspace name again, and then the actual message. And a really great feature, and allows you to either click on this button, this great HTML format, and it takes you to where you can log into the site to view the whole post, but it's all included here anyway, so I don't need to do that. And then you can even add a comment by email, so you don't have to click on view post to then comment on it or reply. You can click add comment by email, and it will open up a brand new message in your email client. And this long code will show up in the to section, and that's what communicates with our site and posts your comment in the site. And it also sends an email, so you're not having to log in each time. Just make sure that you post your comment above this line and that you are using the email address that's assigned to your FMYI account. It's got to be the same. You'll also notice when you go to the My Sites section that you can add your own site. Maybe you were involved with an unrelated outside initiative and need a place to collaborate. So click on Add Site and feel free to add your own at any time. We got all these great templates, and you can give your site a name and then choose what details you'd like. We hope this was very helpful for you and very informative. If you have questions, you're welcome to also contact our support team. If you click on Support, in the top right corner will always appear there. You'll be taken to our help desk. This is where you will find answers to many frequently asked questions. If you ever want to give us a call, you can find our number right down here. Just dial 1 for support. Or if you want to send us a message, you'll see Submit a Request in the top right corner. Just type in your email address, a subject line about what you're contacting us about, and then a description field. Please include your username, your FMYI username, the name of the site, and a detailed description of what you need help with, the type of browser you're using. That is very helpful. Or you can even attach a file down here, a screenshot. Thank you so much for your time. We hope this video was helpful.